Hello, welcome back to the channel. It's JPA here. In today's video I'm going to be discussing Rangers win over St Johnstone at the weekend. If you're new to the channel, please think about hitting that subscribe button, hit like button as well, and we'll just get straight into this video, guys. And knowing that Celtic had dropped points to Kilmarnock the day before, so it put a little bit more pressure on us, or it should have put more pressure on us. I don't think it really did. The way I look at it is, Celtic drop points now. It gives us that little bit of breathing space if we ever slip up. Not that we want to, obviously we want to go and win the points. And I thought we were actually fantastic throughout the game. The first half hour was really slow in the game. We just didn't really get going. We didn't get our passing rhythm right, and I think a lot of that's to do with the pitch. The pitch was awful. Not going to blame it for the entire match or anything like that, but I just think it was a really bad surface, and it's something that Clement had touched on before the game about the state of the pitches in Scotland. Some of them are just absolutely horrendous, and that was one of them. So as I said, the first half hour of the game, probably 35 minutes, was brutal. Nothing really happening. I can't even think of a chance, to be honest, for either side. Apart from a couple of wee crosses that kind of came to nothing. The first goal came through Diamandi, and it's a brilliant strike. The ball gets played up, I think, from Tavernier to Cantwell. Cantwell can't really control it, tries to play it back to, I think, Fabio Silva. Fabio Silva then just touches it slightly back into the path of Diamandi. Diamandi flicks it one touch with his left foot and then buries it with his right foot from outside the box. Fantastic finish, and great to see Rangers players hitting the ball from outside the box, because we didn't really see that enough, and we've not seen it enough for years really. I can't even think of very many strikes where we've scored from outside the box, apart from that one from maybe Raskin against Hibs, which probably should have been saved a couple of months ago. But apart from that, we haven't really had enough of that, so it was great to see that. And then we went in 1-0 at half time. Second half, we started to create a little bit more, and I think that was maybe due to the subs that came on. Sterling came on for, I think it was Wright he came on for. Wright was really ineffective in that first half. Not the only one, but I think just him going down the right, he didn't really create anything, didn't create anything down the left either. So Sterling was brought on, and I thought he injected a little bit more into the game, and not long after that he had a chance with a header, free header really, probably should score, but I do believe he's getting kind of grappled in the box. Maybe anywhere else on the pitch that might have been a foul, but in the box you're not going to get that. So he missed that opportunity kind of midway through the second half, and he had an absolute sitter. He's running through and goal, and you're just thinking, just hit it, just hit it. He tries to take it round the goalkeeper, and he ends up just, I think the goalkeeper just gathers into his arms. I mean, I'd rather Cyril Dessers actually just hit the ball and miss, rather than just doing nothing with it. He had far too much time to kind of think about it, and I think that's what the problem was. He's got to hit that earlier. Try and make the goalkeeper at least make a save. Even if he hits that wide, at least he's shooting. He did absolutely nothing. He just kind of ran into the goalkeeper, and it's really poor from Dessers. No long after that, Dessers actually hit the bar with a header. He probably should score. Goldson just seconds before that probably should score as well. So we did start to really create chances, but the second goal really eluded us, and St Johnstone had a couple of chances of their own. When I say chances, they were just basically crosses into the box, which resulted in a couple of corners and stuff, which, to be fair, we did deal with. Jack Butland played absolutely superb again, and the second goal came from a penalty. Now, this penalty, I can't remember who played him in, but Sterling had a chance to run at the defence on the right hand side, and the ball kind of curled back. I don't know if it was the wind or the pitch or whatever, but the ball kind of curled back slightly, which meant he had to kind of curve his run. And as he did that, Andrew Considine came in, clearly slides in, clearly makes contact with him first. Okay, the ball goes the other way because it hits, I think it actually hits Sterling's foot as he's falling. But it's an absolute stonewall penalty. Does the ref give it? No, he's kind of looking, going, well, what do I do? What do I do? It looks scared to me to actually give the penalty, which I think is absolute madness for a referee. VAR eventually looks at it, and obviously he goes to the monitor and he sees, oh yeah, it's a penalty. everybody in the ground could see it was a penalty. The referee, I think, could see it was a penalty and was scared to give it. Thank God for VAR on that occasion, because he just wasn't going to give that penalty. So rightly, it's given. Tavernier steps up, and in the words of David Martindale, Tav does what Tav does, puts it away. Great penalty for 2-0. Third goal, again, this came from the penalty spot, and this one wasn't even spotted. I didn't think I actually noticed that at first. I think Lawrence takes a strike at the ball, and there's about 3 or 4 St Johnstone players block the ball, but one of them actually blocks it with his arm. He kind of turns his back to it, and it hits the back of his arm. Might say it's a wee bit harsh, but it does block the ball from going on target. So definite penalty for me. A wee bit softer than the first one, I have to say, but in the letter of the law, it is a penalty. So Tavernier again steps up, takes a penalty, scores 3-0, and that's pretty much game, set and match. There wasn't really much else to really talk about. But fantastic 3 points, and fantastic to go top of the league. I'm not getting carried away or anything like that. I know social media has been going absolutely mental with this. We really need to calm it down. We've not won anything yet. Well, sorry, we've won the League Cup, but you know what I mean, in terms of the league, we've not won anything yet, so we really need to kind of calm it down a little bit. We've got really difficult games coming up, but these are games that we should be winning if we want to be champions. I think we've got Hearts coming up, we've got Kilmarnock coming up, real difficult games. But Celtic have got difficult games as well. It seems, even when you look at games that they probably should be winning at home, they're now dropping points in, so it's difficult for them as well. I don't know why I talk too much about Celtic, because it's a Rangers channel obviously, but we just need to kind of concentrate on ourselves and do what we're doing, which is picking up wins, winning games. We need to just keep doing that until we get to the next Old Firm game, and obviously we really need to win that one. Lundstrom, by the way, was man of the match. I probably would have given it to him as well, but there was a number of other candidates as well. I thought Diamande, before he went off, played really well. Sterling, absolutely fantastic when he came on. Tav, just as usual, he didn't really do much in the game, but that's another 2 goals for him. Absolutely fantastic from Captain Tav, and that's him on 120 goals for a right back, which is absolutely insane to think of that. Yeah, that's pretty much the video done, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.